Hello beautiful people and welcome back to the CC&J show. I'm CC and this is...
I'm Jay.
And today it was my idea and I wanted me and Jay to talk about what we've implemented when we were in a long distance relationship. And pretty soon we'll be in a long distance relationship also, which is pretty sad.
Yeah, long distance relationships suck.
It does. It does.
It's a really difficult thing to deal with.
Yeah.
But we made it through. We planned to have a long distance relationship for a year, and we only made it like 5 months.
We sure did.
And then she came out to Japan, so now she got to go back to New York to finish up some stuff, and we're gonna be back into another long distance relationship. But this time it's only going to be for like 3 months.
Yeah, like about 3 months or so, hopefully.
And it's funny because I'm in the military, so I'm normally the one who's supposed to deploy and be away from her, but she's the one who's leaving me.
Yeah.
It's so ironic.
Yeah. So, what do you think we had to do? What's the first thing we had to do, babe?
The first thing that I remember us doing is making sure that we take time for each other. You know, even though we spend time, and then there's the time zone difference.
Yeah.
We're like 12 and 13 hours apart.
Yeah.
But not a day went by where we didn't talk to each other.
That's true. That's absolutely true.
If there was like 100 days, you know, that we would spend apart, we would probably didn't talk to each other for maybe like 2 of them.
Yeah.
We talked to each other every day.
And that was because we had a plan. So, like, if you're thinking about having a long distance relationship and you want to succeed at it, I think what's best is to have a plan. Like a plan. For instance, with us, we had a plan like every Saturday evening, which is like every Sunday morning in Japan.
So it was my Sunday morning, her Saturday night, and it was date night. And we did this once a week, and we never missed one.
Never. We never missed a date night. Like, we never missed a date night.
A good strategy is, I was like, you know what, I don't want to be too busy where I even forget to be around and be available for date night. So what I did was I set it on my phone. I did a calendar reminder where every Sunday morning it will wake me up and it will say date night. Even though it's like 6 o'clock in the morning, it's telling me date night because my 6 was your like 7 or something like that.
Yeah, his 6 p.m. was my 7 a.m. So
or the other way around, like my 6 a.m. was her 7 p.m. or her 8 p.m. or something. I know she'd be just coming back home and stuff like that, and then we'll just sit and talk and chat. Yeah,
and there's like a few things you can implement. Make sure, a lot of people don't like Facebook, but Facebook Messenger is like the best. You don't have to pay for it, and it works so well. And you don't even have to have a phone service. You could just have internet access. And you could use Facebook Messenger
to keep in touch.
I mean,
there's tons of them. There's like, you got Tango, you got Skype, you have the WhatsApp thing now.
Yeah.
You can do it.
Yeah.
You know, so there's a lot of different devices up there. I haven't seen this website where there was like 99 apps to use for long distance relationships. Some of them allow you to play games. Some of them even come with a wristband where if you speak to each other, or if you miss a person, you can tap it and then it taps that person that and lets them know that.
Yeah, that one is super like fly. It's super fly. You can actually feel a touch as the next person touched the
As if they're right there.
As if they're right there. So the other thing that really worked for us, other than making a schedule and sticking to a schedule, is having like some sort of access to the person, so that just in case something happens, you can like call them and you can get them, or you can leave a message and they can get right back to you. You have to like act as though you're in the same vicinity, although you're not. Like, it's just important for you to do that.
Yeah. And I tried everything I could to let her know that I'm always thinking about her. Like, you gotta be really serious about your relationship to get through a long distance relationship.
Make sure it's a serious relationship.
Yeah. You can't allow too much time to drag apart, you know, because after a while you miss a couple of phone calls, or you don't call a person back, or you guys not talking as much. And what'd you say earlier? The heart doesn't grow fonder. The heart just like readjusts to that person not being there, and you know, when you all was on that flame and that high, and it immediately goes down. So we did everything we could. I sent her all kind of flirtatious texts, and I wanted her to wake up to stuff. We sent each other little pictures and selfies and things.
Yeah,
you know, all kinds of stuff.
And sexting is great when you're in a long distance relationship. I know.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. This show might not be for children. But sexting is...
I got so used to her wrist action, you know what I'm saying? Now
you need to.
I can't believe you let me say that on here.
Give you a wink, like, you know what I'm talking about, God.
Oh man,
that's
funny.
Like that. You know what we're talking about. Yeah, so it's important for you to implement that also. Like, you got to, because we're all human beings, and we're in a relationship because we want that emotional, physical, social contact with another human being. So you have to find ways. You have to become very creative.
Yeah, we did all kind of stuff. You know, I was times where I was like, you know what, this date night, I'm gonna try to make it fun, where I had a set of riddles, things like that. We freestyle poetry. I'm like, okay, I'll say a line and you gotta finish the next line, and we try to rhyme off each other. Just, you know, we did all kind of little silly things to keep it entertaining, because, you know, I think some people, it may find it difficult to spend hours and hours and hours on the phone with a person and then not being able to ever see them or go out and stuff like that. So we try to do everything. We try flirting, playing games, and telling jokes and stuff like that. And but for us, it's like, it's easy. It's like when I'm around you and when we're talking and stuff, we talk for hours. Like, we never get tired of talking to each other.
We sure do. You just have to make sure that the other thing that helped us is because we're like really, really good friends. We're like best friends. So we talk about anything. Therefore, you know, you have to tell the person, oh, it's time for us to go. You know, we'll think that we're talking for 10 minutes, but like actually, it's like 3-4 hours. You'll be like, you know how long we've been on this phone? And then he'll say, oh yeah, what time we got on the phone? Oh, we got on the phone 12 o'clock. What time is it now? It's 4 o'clock.
And then when we get mad at each other, it's like, listen, I'm only gonna say hi tonight. I gotta get up early in the morning or whatever. And next thing you know, we just keep going and stuff. But, you know, it works for our relationship. I'm
like, this is advice. If you know you don't really like the person, or if you know it's just a game, just don't be in a long distance relationship, because you're gonna hurt each other's feelings, and somebody is gonna feel neglected, and that's not what you want. You don't want that. But if you know that you're in a serious relationship and the plan is for you to eventually be together, then it's okay. Then it's definitely okay. The other thing that really worked for me, I know people might think that, oh, it might not be a good thing, but it's a great thing for me. You have to know what you like as a person. Jay would randomly send me gifts, and it was like the best thing ever.
You know, I didn't even realize it too. I realized, like, looking back now, I sent you a gift like at least once a month.
Yeah, like, or like at least once a month. Like sometimes it was like every 2 weeks I'll get a new gift, and I felt really good and really special. I don't just love him for that, but it really made me feel as though like he was actually there giving something to me.
Yeah, and she sent stuff for me too. When I get like these random boxes in the mail, whether it be chocolates that I like, a nice little card, or, you know, what kind of, you know, any little thing she see that, you know, she bought me like a couple of the t-shirts or something. Anything she see that made her think of me, she would just put it in a box and send it. Yeah. And I would get a random thing in the mail, like, what is this? And it's a really special thing to get those type of surprises.
It is. It is very special. So just do little special things that you think your partner would love and adore, and make sure that it works like for them, because everybody likes something different. And we just know what each other likes, and we just do those things that we know each other likes, and it worked for us. And remember, a long distance relationship is not meant to be forever.
Yeah. Oh yeah, you know, when you're in a long distance relationship and you don't know when it's gonna end, and you don't have a time in the future where you can see that person, I think it makes it a little bit more difficult.
Yes.
During our long distance relationship, we always had scheduled times where we're either gonna travel to come see each other, or like, okay, we're only doing this until this time kind of thing. And it's like, all right, we could see the end is near. It leads you to be more hopeful. You know?
Yeah, and set aside like in case of emergency travel, because I remember there was one time in our long distance relationship where I was getting like pretty frustrated, like because I was missing him so much that I just bought a ticket and I flew out. Like I just left, and I told him. He's like, what? I'm like, yeah, I bought a ticket, I'm coming to go see you. And he's like, what? I'm like, yeah.
Another thing that you have to do is be faithful, you know, and don't allow anybody to, you know what we experienced that I didn't like?
What?
We had a lot of friends and, you know, even family members would, you know, put stuff out in the atmosphere that wasn't, you know, aligned with our goals. You know what I'm saying? They'll be like, oh, don't you think this person cheating? Don't you think this person upset?
Yeah.
You really trust this person and stuff like that?
Yeah, we really
like,
trust each other.
I mean, I have to. What else can I do? Am I gonna be in a committed relationship and then sit here and think that this person, that she's doing stuff? I had people do that before, and they were like, you know what? You must be out there doing something, so I'm gonna go do something too. What?
That's not true. You know what? And if you have friends like that, you just don't listen to friends like that. You can't. You
can't have the wrong people around you at all.
You have to have
if you're trying to do anything, you got the wrong people around you, that's just not gonna work.
Yes. Have individuals around you that are very supportive in your endeavors. And put your relationship first.
Yeah.
That is your girlfriend, your boyfriend, your husband, your wife, your fiance, whatever it is. Make sure that you guys are willing to sacrifice for each other, and there's a plan to be together in the same house, in the same bed, eventually.
Yeah, we're definitely serious about this relationship.
And
so you
stick
can't
to it.
You can't be in a relationship with a person and then be unfaithful. You're not serious about that relationship. Like, it's pointless to even be in a relationship with that person if you're not serious about it.
Yeah.
And especially a long distance one.
Forget it. It's not gonna work. And we're about to have a long distance relationship again. So subscribe, share, and comment right below. Thank you. Bye.